up, everybody? Welcome to Voices Domain Toy Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new NECA Friday the 13th The Game Pamela Shrine. And really what this is kind of like a way of NECA being able to put out a reissue, a little resculpt of the Friday the 13th Part 2 Pamela Shrine that came out in a Friday the 13th set way back in the day, like when I was a kid, which is crazy to think about. I had that set at one point, which is a little bit disappointing because I sold it way back when I didn't think I was going to get back into NECA collecting. I didn't think I was going to get back into horror collecting. That was really silly of me. Because if I had that still and I hadn't sold it, I could have actually shown a comparison between the two sets and shown how the skulls were different. That would have been really cool to do. But that's what this is based off of. I had to get this back in my collection, and what's cool about this one that's different from the other one is this one has light-up candles. And again, as I mentioned, slightly new sculpts as part of the Pamela Shrine, and definitely some new paint apps on this thing. So taking a look at this packaging, we've got the featured flickering LED candles, including a cardboard backdrop. I don't know what's up with the cardboard backdrop. We're going to have to take a look at that. This is under the Friday the 13th The Game banner. Is there a way to get around the Friday the 13th lawsuit copyright stuff that's going on? Really cool side profile here of the Pamela Shrine figure set. Set up here, we've got many different angles of the Pamela Shrine. And then down here we've got the many different Jasons available from the Friday the 13th The Game line of NECA figures. That's pretty cool. Top of the box there, you can see inside all the different stuff we got going on. So yeah, I say we get this open, see what it's all about. I find it very funny that they even mentioned that this set came with like a cardboard backdrop, like as if I'm going to use this in my collection. I don't know. Like maybe some people would like to use this, but it's got like fucking holes in it and I don't know. But it's cute, I guess. And now this is the set itself. This is the Pamela Shrine. And look at this. Let's look at the detail here. I believe this is like a newly sculpted Pamela head. I think this back part here of the stone is newly sculpted, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the pants are newly sculpted. I don't think this guy is newly sculpted, but I could be wrong about that. Look at the detail here, man. The sweater looks filthy, maybe a little too filthy, but, you know, looks pretty good on camera to me. Pants. Definitely bigger on this sculpt than they were in the previous one from what I can tell. And I think the paints on this version are a little bit better, a little more accurate to what a dead person looks like. I think the paints were a little bit more flamboyant and crazy and more stylish, a little bit more colorful on the previous version. This one looks more natural, looks more like decayed and rotted and gross looking. You know, there's like dark greens and like browns and all those kinds of colors in there that you would identify with, you know, a rotting dead corpse. Going around here, looking at all this detail. The top here with all the candles that light up. And then on the bottom here, this is where you put the batteries. So I'm going to pop some batteries in there and see how this bad boy glows. We've got the batteries in, and the way to turn this on to activate the LED lights for the candles is there's this little switch over here, and you're just going to press that. And yeah, it looks pretty good. It's got this like flickering effect. It turns on and doesn't just stay on. It actually like flickers and isn't just a stagnant, you know, yellow or orange color or whatever. So I really like this. I actually think this is pretty cool. Honestly, I do feel like maybe just for the Pamela Shrine it was a little bit overpriced, but I'm honestly not that upset about it. I mean, because they did add in the new sculpting, they did add in the LED effects, which I do think is really cool. And although maybe I didn't need the LED effects, I did want the Pamela Shrine, therefore I think it kind of makes up for the price increase, you know? And it's just a great way to get this piece without paying an arm and a leg for that Pamela Shrine set from way back when NECA first put out Friday the 13th figures from Part 2. And if you have a Friday the 13th Part 2 Jason like I do, like the Ultimate version, then it's going to look really, really cool. Yeah, pretty cool release from NECA. I'm definitely hoping to get more Friday the 13th stuff in the future from NECA in this Friday the 13th The Game line. I'm not the biggest fan of The Game line because it kind of means you don't get the exact accessories, you don't get the exact representation, the full treatment of an Ultimate figure for that particular Jason look, because they can't technically put it out under the movie's name, so you can't technically get all of the movie accessories. It's a whole silly legal thing that I just wish would end, honestly, so Friday the 13th fans can get the fullest of the franchise. There's money to be made, and nobody to take it because nobody can agree. on anything, I guess. Let me know down in the comments if you got this, if you're gonna get this. What do you think of the review? What do you think of Friday the 13th Part 2? What do you think of the scene in which this shrine is based off of? Let me know down in the comments. Love to hear from you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps me get around on the algorithm to share more awesome videos like this with more people. Devonius and Pamela's Shrine. Out.